You track your sleep metrics down to the exact minute. You optimize your environment, and right before bed, you take a high-dose melatonin supplement, believing you are maximizing your cellular recovery. Yet, despite a disciplined lifestyle, you wake up to find your fasting blood sugar and insulin levels tracking into an inexplicable danger zone. You've ruled out the usual suspects. There were no late-night carbs. Family history is clear. The hidden variable is the very supplement you're using to protect your brain. Large doses of synthetic sleep hormones are causing a nightly disruption in your pancreatic function, interfering with your body's ability to manage glucose while you sleep. It creates a fundamental conflict. The method you use to master your sleep metrics is the same one actively complicating your metabolic health. This conflict starts in the pancreas, specifically within the beta islet cells. These cells are the production centers for insulin, and their surfaces are packed with specialized docking stations called MT1 and MT2 melatonin receptors. These receptors exist to detect natural, trace amounts of melatonin. This signal tells the pancreas to dial back insulin production at night, preventing your blood sugar from dropping too low during a long fast. That's the natural baseline. But when you supplement with 3, 5, or 10 milligrams, you are hitting those receptors with thousands of times more hormone than your body was designed to handle. This synthetic flood forcefully clamps the beta cells shut. It overrides the system, essentially stopping your body's ability to secrete insulin entirely for the duration of the night. This turns a subtle biological signal into a blunt force chemical block, using a natural survival mechanism to temporarily stall a vital organ. The consequences manifest in the early morning. As you begin to wake up, your liver starts a process called gluconeogenesis. This chart tracks your blood chemistry over the course of the night. This spike in the blue line is the dawn phenomenon, a natural burst of glucose released by the liver to give your body the energy it needs to transition out of sleep. In a healthy state, your pancreas releases a corresponding splash of insulin to clear this sugar and keep your levels stable. But because that synthetic melatonin is still bound to your receptors, the pancreas remains hormonally inhibited. The gold insulin line flatlines, leaving that morning glucose trapped in your bloodstream. The result is severe morning hyperglycemia. Your body responds to this trapped sugar by triggering an aggressive cortisol surge to manage the metabolic stress. This state of elevated sugar and high cortisol prevents your body from burning fat, effectively locking your tissues into a storage loop. Your sleep aid has created a metabolic traffic jam, holding your blood sugar at dangerous levels long after the sun has come up. To lift this blockade and stabilize your morning insulin, you need to follow the circadian pancreas reboot protocol. Step 1 is the microdose shift. Stop taking multi-milligram tablets. If you must supplement for jet lag, scale down to a physiological dose of 0.3 milligrams. That's just 300 micrograms. This microdose is enough to signal the brain's sleep centers without spilling over into the blood and binding to your pancreatic tissue. Step 2 is to ignite endogenous production. You want to trigger your brain to manufacture its own melatonin naturally. You do this with light. Get early morning sunlight to set your internal clock, and use near-infrared or red light after sunset to stimulate melatonin synthesis within your mitochondria. Step 3 is the hard fasting boundary. Do not consume any food within 4 hours of your bedtime. This ensures your digestive tract is clear and there is no incoming sugar to process when your pancreatic insulin valves naturally power down for the night. Achieving longevity isn't about using the strongest chemicals available. It's about aligning your habits with your cellular timing and respecting the biological signals that keep your metabolism in balance.